buys rich land to get another mine, increases population, gets military theory and researches it, and gets democracy. Manish is next. He's offering me a promise of military protection. So this is going to give me 5 points and lose him 5 points. So it's going to give me 10 points on top of him by the end of the game and 5 points on the others. And it's going to give him 5 military. And if I ever attack him, then it goes away. So I'm wondering if there's a downside to this. I think that given the current state of the game, there's a reasonable chance I will have more points than Manish. And so I'm almost sure I'm going to be ahead of Cruel based on the Chaplin plan, and getting internet and getting the right impact. I already have an impact population, which is going to give me a nice chunk of points. Government less relevant, but it might be. Who knows? Um, so I think I'm going to be ahead of Cruel, and this might give me the edge over. These 10 points might give me the edge over Manish, and it is gonna make him more resilient to attacks from Gardier, which I don't think is really gonna happen. So yeah, so I don't see a downside to accepting this. So yeah, let's accept this. Cruel gas cannons, increases pop, plays military buildup, and sorry, this is Manish, and he's last. So 9 stones, builds a cannon, builds another cannon, so he's at 29. Blows up a farm to take care of unhappiness issue and gets efficient upgrade 3. Gardir is next, and he seeds an event and reveals vast territory. So vast territory is the one I need the least, because I think my food situation is pretty done. So yeah, there's probably 4 turns left for this deck. So I'm going to lose these 2 tokens, or actually not. I get either 4 or 5 tokens, lose the rest to corruption. Need to figure out one hit of 6 food consumption, and I can solve that by upgrading both irrigations or by playing a reserves for some food, or yeah, I think that can be solved pretty easily, and happiness really shouldn't be an issue because I'm planning on building at least 2 movies, maybe 3. So this colony is relatively low priority. I do want to make it a bit more expensive for the others because I think they're gonna bid for it to some degree, and I really hope they fight for it. It looks like all of them need it. Oh, Guardian needs it quite a bit. He doesn't have any. He has St. Pete's, but nothing else. Cruel could use it, and Manish could use it. Yeah, they all could use it. So I'm pretty sure they will fight for it amongst themselves. And Cruel has the 4 navigation bonus. Honestly, I prefer he gets it because I think I can take him on points pretty easily, even with this bonus. Yeah, his infrastructure is decent. His hand is he's pretty stuck. He can't research any of these governments. I guess he might want to revolt into democracy, but that's gonna push him farther away from that. So let's make a token bid. Um, let's make a token bid for 5. What's in the 2 deck? We don't know. Something that either yellow or green put in. So, not really sure. Another thing to remember is that Gardir just seeded an H3, an impact card. No idea what it could be. A bit too early to decide. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the bid of 5. And if I get it for 5, actually, that's okay. It is gonna help me a bit. And I can increase pop twice next turn. And I won't need to upgrade irrigations again. Now I'm starting to convince myself I might want to bid more than 5. I think there's other territories in the deck which I want to invest more in, like historic territory. I just need these points so much right now. So let's leave our token bid of 5. I wouldn't be surprised if this territory goes for 8 or 9. So let's see what happens. Wins the colony with a bid of 8. So yes, I was far behind, and I'll review the bids in a bit. Gardir bid 6, Skrull bid 8 plus, and Manish bid 8. He sends a knight and 2 defense cards. Interesting. So that's 2 defense cards that are gone from the deck. Gardir gets rockets, researchers Air Force for 10, thanks to scientific cooperation, increases pop, builds an Air Force, so he's at 35, gets reserves, and gets oil. Interesting. Well, I guess he has so much science, he might as well. So Krull. So let's see the bids again. Gardir bid 6, Krull and Manish bid 8. So Gardir bid 6. Okay, so he might have 1 defense card. Or maybe 2 H2 defense cards. He has so many cards. And Krull, we know he used 2 defense cards. Manish bid 8 as well, right? Yeah. So yeah, so I imagine it's 2 of these plus an H2 card. And I have a 1 H3 card. So I think that 4 of the... Oh, did Gardir use H2 cards there? Did Krull use an... Oh, he just used James Cook. Oops, that's good to know. So only 1 of the H3 defense cards is accounted for. Okay, that's good to know. So, which card do we want to put in the deck? We're not declaring war on anyone. I guess we could think about declaring a war on Krull. We can only be dual unit, so no, not really. We don't want to offer loss of sovereignty to anyone. I don't think this is a war game. I don't see Gardir getting another set of these. He does have rockets, so he could make a surprise transition into, let's say, Napoleonic army. And yeah, I guess he could build 2 rockets. He doesn't have the resources. Let's say he builds 2 rockets and goes to Napoleonic army. Then he's gonna get 10 from this, and he's gonna get 21, so that's 31. But he is gonna lose 16, so that's plus 15. So he can get up to 50. That's something to keep in mind. It does require 14 stones, so it's not even close to that. I imagine he wants to finish these fast food chains. So unlikely, but something to keep in mind. Any other tactics that could be dangerous, especially H3 tactics. He could go for entrenchments, but he's not getting more than 1 of these. And what's the status on tanks? 1 tanks is gone. Yeah, so I don't think it goes beyond 50. And if he does, then we can try and get another set. Again, something to be aware of, but another set here gives us 5, 6, 11, 41. So yeah, hopefully the others are aware of this, especially Krull, and actually both of them, neither of them have very good tactics. Do either of them have cannons? Yeah, Krull has cannons, so he can go into that, into defensive army. So we need to decide on an H3 card to put in, and I think this impact of population is pretty straightforward. Right now it gives us 12, and I'm gonna get at least another 8, maybe 10, if the game goes too long. So I think this is probably giving us 20, and no one is in a position to get much more than 1. Krull might get 2, but the others getting 1. So impact population definitely going in the deck. Let's see what comes up. Independence declaration. So Krull is going to lose 1 of his colonies. I'm guessing the strategic one, which actually costs him more military. So something to be aware of is that he might be open to attacks in the coming turns. So what do we want to do? We need to gain some points. And first of all, let's fix the food situation. And let's get these movies going. And we're finally getting some points. I think we're going to get somewhere between 36 and 45 points off this move. So that's pretty much necessary to even have a chance. What do we do with the remaining 4 actions? Our science situation is not amazing. So, computers might be helpful in that regard. I'm not really in a position to push on them though. Um, so how much are we going to need for these? So next turn we're going to have 4 stones. 4 plus 4, it's 8, plus 3, it's 11. So next turn we can build one more movies, and that's pretty much the end of our stones. I'm thinking instead of computers, let's just get revolutionary idea. Because getting computers, researching it, I can't see how I upgrade more than one alchemy. So revolutionary idea is just going to give us more science. And we can pick up one more card, agriculture, multimedia, or military theory. And the only impact we know of is impact of population. Gartier put an impact as well. I am really concerned that's an impact of industry, and that's going to give Cruel a whole bunch of points. So nothing to do about that except pray. So I'm wondering if we take this military theory and impact of government is going to be the next impact we seed. What's Gardier's situation? He has republic and strategy. So I am doubtful that yeah, the most you can get here is let's say communism for a handful more of points, and let's see the others. Cruel and Manish. Oh, Cruel might go for democracy. He might actually revolt to democracy next turn. So he's gonna get another 7 points on top of what this says. So he's gonna be at 22, and Manish, he could get yeah. So he could get let's say 7 points as well. So he could be at 20. So if they do go for governments, um, that's not gonna give me much next turn. But I am getting the 3 points for sitting it. And I think military theory is the best idea right now. I could use this. I could use the actions. I could use the military. Just going to 35 could be pretty nice. And if Gardier doesn't push on military further, then we can get the military lead. So I think that's gonna be the turn. Fix the food deficit and um, get the movies going and pick up revolutionary idea and military theory, which I can research it next turn with the revolutionary idea. So right now we have 4 actions accounted for next turn if we choose to go down this path. And so we're going to be at 5, 11. So if I do want to research one more thing, it has to be cheap. I'm wondering if I'll be able to get these professional sports. I don't know if I need it, but it's going to be nice to potentially upgrade it for something like impact of architecture. Yeah, I don't know if I need these professional sports. Maybe if I could get this mechanized agriculture, if I could get an air force, that would be nice. I think that's about it. Um, okay, so that's the turn. We're going to have to discard some cards. I don't see any of these happening, and the impact might still happen, and I want to remain open for other colonies. I'm hoping for a Historic Territory too, and I'm just going to splurge on it with 9 and hope that's going to be enough. Let's see what we draw. Oof, so no more impacts. Will I be able to play a raid on someone? Maybe after the military theory, you know? Maybe after the military theory, I'll have the option to playing a raid on someone. I don't see this tactic happening. I might go for a peace treaty to someone just for the points, and that person, that person might actually be Gardier because I think I'm least likely to defeat him. Although, we'll see. This game is not over yet, and so let's say each of them, yeah, he might revolt, or and he's pretty full otherwise, and Manish, what is he gonna do with his turn? So I don't think there's more than 4 cards gone between the two of them. So on Gardier's next turn, there are going to be 16 cards in the deck. So I think there's going to be at least 2 more turns plus H4, maybe 3 more turns plus H4. I think that's the most likely. So this is going to be between 27 and 36 points.